Hi guys, welcome to Monitoring and Evaluation Made Simple. I'm your host, Coach Alexander. So we're going to be looking at understanding monitoring and evaluation indicators. So this will be a short presentation. If you're here for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so how have we structured this presentation? So for those who are new, we're going to talk about what M&E is. Okay, I'm going to explain it briefly, but there are plenty of videos that explain what monitoring and evaluation is. Then we're going to talk about what are indicators. Okay, we need to talk about this because a lot of people will come asking me this question: what are indicators? What are the different levels of indicators and how are they measured? So this is what we're going to discuss today. Now, for those who are totally new here for the very first time, I've been doing this for 10 years now and I've become pretty good at it. Okay, so whatever questions you have concerning the M&D field, I know I can answer them because I've been through a lot of this throughout the years. So please get in touch with me in case of any questions. I have the email at the end of this presentation. Now, there's something I want to talk about, which I'm so excited to let everyone out there know. You can access free M&D courses, okay? Not all of them are free, but some of them are, and you can access them on the link you see in front of you. I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can go there and access this training. Please feel free to go through them. They also have quizzes that can help assess your knowledge and understanding in the field. Okay, so what is M&E? All right, so now to explain monitoring and evaluation, I've just given a brief description, rather a figure, which I got from the website source. You can see the source that is there. So now what basically it is that you have what is known as the monitoring and evaluation cycle. So M&D begins at the planning stage. So it is at this stage where now you set your goals, you set your objectives as an organization, or it could be a project that you're running. You design it at this stage. So you put in all the indicators that you want to be measured so that you can be able to track whether progress has been achieved. Okay, so now once you set the stage, this is what is known as setting the stage. Once you set the stage, the next step is to do the monitoring. So as you're implementing activities, you're tracking to see whether what you had planned initially is materializing. Okay, so if you planned to do 30 trainings per quarter, the issue is, are you really achieving those targets? So this monitoring is done throughout the project cycle. Then after you do the monitoring, after you've done everything throughout the years of implementation, the final stage is the evaluation, where now you assess whether indeed progress has been achieved or not. Okay, so this assessment is done to gauge the overall performance. Usually the evaluation measures five aspects. You've got the effectiveness, the efficiency, the sustainability, the relevance, and also impact. Okay, now let's go to the topic at hand. What are indicators? Now, I like to explain this in terms of what we know as the Sustainable Development Goals. I know you know about this, the SDGs. 2030 is actually fast approaching. The UN and all world leaders around the world have set a goal to achieve these indicators that you see in front of you. You've got no poverty, you've got zero hunger, you've got good health and quality education. All these are meant to be achieved at by 2030. So now, to be able to measure these objectives, these goals, you need indicators. So now let's talk about, for example, the no poverty indicator. you'll find that actually the no poverty indicator is I mean, the no poverty goal, they've actually clearly defined how they're going to measure it. Because as they're saying that as of 2015, about 736 million people still lived on less than 1.9 dollar a day. So what this is telling you guys is that if they're going to measure whether they are achieving this goal, they're going to ask you whether you are living on $1.9 a day, because that's an indicator for poverty. If you are living on less than that, it means that you're in poverty, and that's how they measure this goal. So you can see that to achieve this goal, you need indicators, and the indicator for this is the number of people living on less than $1.9 a day. So even in your projects, whatever you're implementing, you need to ensure that you have those indicators well defined, and then at the onset, it will be clearer to you and your team that you need to resolve those challenges. So what are the different levels of indicators? So indicators, I must mention, are tied to the results. Okay. So if you look at your logical framework metrics, you're going to see different levels of results. You've got the output, you've got the outcome, you've got the impact. All these are different levels of results. Now, by the way, if you're totally new to the LFA matrix, the impact is also known as the goal. The outcome is also known as the purpose. Okay. So now, for each of these different levels of results, you've got these levels of indicators. So the impact level, you've got the impact indicator. At the outcome level, you have the outcome indicator. At the output level, you also have the output indicator. So all these are different levels of indicators. And the way it is that for these indicators to be at these levels, it's because of the size of the result and the time it takes to achieve the result. So for the impact level, it usually takes 3 to 5 years to see meaningful change. For the outcome, it's between 1 to 3 years. And then the output, it's within a year. So how are they measured? Okay, so the issue is that whenever you have an indicator developed, measuring it is not as challenging as you want to believe it is. The thing is that you need to use these different data collection techniques. It all comes down to the way you collect this data. So most of the times in the years I've been in this field, interviews and focus group discussions are the most popular ones. You've also got the observations, and then you've got surveys. These are the most popular ones. But if you're using some kind of online platform, you can use what are known as forms. I'm sure you've seen this happen before, where you just send a form out to people who have access to internet or who have devices where they can answer and respond to your questions. So these are some of the data collection techniques you use. Now you have to understand that when you're collecting your data, there are two ways you can collect. You can do it the primary way and the secondary way. All these complement each other. So as I'm so thankful for you coming to this channel today. And if you want to write to me, these are the details. You can also appreciate more of what we've done over the past few months on our website, which is monitoringandevaluation.com. So please ensure to visit us. I've been your host, Coach Alexander, and see you on